This video is going to walk you through the installation of RS door pulls that Rennline makes for the Minis. We make these for all the Minis from 2000 all the way up to the current models. This particular car is a 2005. So let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do on this particular car is you got to remove the rubber pad. Now, mid 2004 they changed the design of the door a little bit. The 2004 and a halves and down, the pad is smaller and the hardware will be exposed on it. This particular car, there's a bolt underneath it, so we have to remove the pad. So what you're going to want to do is to protect the armrest, take some painter's tape and apply it to the handle right here. Take a thin screwdriver and slide it right down the center of the pad until it stops. Take the pad, pull it towards you, and it pops off. And basically what you're doing is you're releasing this little button right here, which allows you to take the pad off. Okay, once the pad's off, you can see the hardware, and there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and one's underneath this reflector right here. I like to put a little painter's tape on the screwdriver so you don't damage out your interior panels. Pop that off. And take a Torx bit and remove the 4 bolts. Alright, next thing you're going to want to do is to remove the bezel off the door handle. And again, that just pops off. Throw that to the side. Now, the door panel basically just pops off. Put the screwdriver under the bottom, get it started. And there's a light on the bottom. Just take the light, pop it out. And that's it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the actual door handle itself. That's held in with 3 Phillips head screws. Once that is released, you're going to have a wire for the light. Just unplug it. And then a wire for the speaker. Now what you're going to do is you're going to release the cable. So in order to do that, just take the cable housing, pull it back, pull it out, and then flip it out. That's all there is to it. Alright, now we're going to install the RS door pull. First thing you need to do is remove the factory handle and the spring. And you do that simply by pushing this pin out. Remove the pin, spring comes out, handle comes out. You won't be using the spring again in with the RS pulls, so just throw that off to the side. Now we're going to take this bracket that comes in your kit and we're going to install it exactly the way that we did with the that you took the factory one out. And this does have a left and a right hand side, so you want to make sure that the cable is lined up with the slot. Put the pin in, and that's pretty much it for that. Make sure it moves freely. So the next thing you want to do now is your kit comes with this little template. It's a drill template, and what this does is it slides over the back of the handle, and it fits perfectly with the contours of the handle, and that's going to give you a location to drill a hole. We're going to cheat a little bit because this one's already been drilled, but basically you're just going to drill it like that. Drill bit comes with the kit, so you don't have to worry about drilling the wrong size hole.
Next thing you're going to want to do is install the actual strap. Pretty simple. Just take the strap, slide it in between the bracket, and this particular bracket is threaded on both sides, so it's designed to lock. You're going to want your strap to be able to pivot within the bracket. So in order to do that, what you'll probably want to do is just take a screwdriver and just spread this bracket just a little bit. And take the supplied hardware. So you want your strap to be able to pivot just like that, even with the Allen screw nice and tight, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to take it back to the car, we're going to reinstall this, and then we'll show you how to put this really trick fascia piece on. Alright, basically you're going to do everything in reverse. Take the cable, put it into the Rennline bracket, exactly like the factory one. Get it in there straight. Pull it back, pop it back into the housing. Take your light, put your light on, take your speaker, plug your speaker in, Okay, the next thing you want to do is you're going to test the door handle, make sure it's working properly. So, shut your door, and what you need to do is you need to put the key in the ignition and activate your locks. These cars have a central locking system, and there's a sensor in the door that if the cable's not in the right position, it could make it so your door won't open after you lock it. Turn it on, hit your lock a couple times, grab your door handle, make sure it works. I recommend doing it a few times. It's much easier to make adjustments now than after you put the door all together. And everything works perfect. Alright, now we're going to put the door card back on the car. Take your light, pop it back in, make sure your lock pin is in the hole, and make sure the strap is through the card. Torque screws. One, two, take the arm pad, put that little clip into the hole, push it in, pop it in place. Reflector. Take the factory bezel,
put it on. Okay, now we're going to install the fascia piece in the front. Pretty simple stuff. Comes with a nice long screw, and you're actually screwing it into the hole that you drilled into the back using that template. And just to line the screw up. Tighten it up, make sure it's nice and straight. And that's it. That's all there is to it. The whole installation should take you 10-15 minutes using just standard tools, screwdriver, drill bit, Torx bit. That's it.